Hello everyone, so now we are going to look the troubleshooting WLAN. So troubleshooting, how we are going to troubleshoot the wireless LAN in the organization. So first of all, whenever you get a ticket, you are going to get the ticket. Generally we have the ticketing system in any organization. Wherever you go, you are going to get the ticket from the user. He will raise the ticket saying that I am unable to connect the internet. I am unable to connect the internet. So what you will do, first of all, you are going to check the ticket, source IP, destination IP, where the source IP will be there, what he is going to access, and what is the port number of the application, what trouble he is getting. And you are going to contact the guy, whoever is getting the issue. You are going to get him and you are going to ask him what issue he is facing. Example, like if he say he is unable to access, maybe this guy will say he is unable to access the internet. Okay, he is unable to access the internet. So don't be panic. Don't start looking the configuration for the WLC. Don't start looking the cable. First try to understand the scenario. He is saying I am unable to access the internet. So you need to check, he is only the one guy unable to access the internet, or maybe all the guys in that area they are unable to access the internet. Let me repeat again. We are doing troubleshooting WLAN, wireless LAN. Okay, so you have the ticket. We have the ticketing system in the organization. If any user is having any issue, they are going to open the ticket. So you will get the ticket saying that source IP. Source IP means the guy who is going to complain, who is having the issue. That is the source IP. Okay, and destination IP. Example, he is unable to access the google.com. So he will give the Google IP 8.8.8.8, and if there is any port number like 443, if we are accessing the Google, we will have the source IP 8.8.8 and the port number 443. So you will have in the ticket source example 192.168.1.1 is having the issue for the accessing the destination with this port number. Generally we have these types of ticket. Okay, but you imagine the guy saying I am unable to access anything, not only this destination, anything I am unable to access. I am unable to access the internet, anything I cannot access. I am having the issue. I am having the issue. So first question you will ask, did you change anything before it is working fine? Yes, this is before it is working fine. Did you change anything? He will say no, I did not change. Okay, then you will check with the other user, whoever sitting beside him. Are they able to access? They are also facing the same issue. Only this guy only facing the issue. If only this guy is facing the issue, then what you can do, you can check, maybe this guy is not having the authentication, he is not having the correct password to connect to the Wi-Fi, that is SSID. He is not having the correct password to connect. If imagine, let me draw the scenario. You have the ticket. Imagine this is the area. Okay, we have one access point here and some users are here, they are complaining. If one user is complaining, maybe he is unable to connect to the AP. This is the AP. This one is a AP. And this user opened the ticket. He is saying I am unable to access the internet. So what you will do? You will check with other user also, whoever sitting in that area. If this all user are saying okay, then issue will be from this guy to this place. So you can check this user is authorized to access this AP or not. Maybe this user is not authorized. Maybe you did not allocate the access, or what we can say Wi-Fi access to this guy. Maybe this guy need to use the LAN cable only. Or if so, you need to check with this guy. You will have the IP address of this guy. You will have the username. If you are using Active Directory or you are using Cisco ICE, you can check this guy is allowed or not. Okay, scenario we are saying he is unable to access the internet. That is WLAN, wireless LAN controller. So he opened the ticket that he is unable to access. First scenario, you will not start looking in the WLC controller, looking there, looking cable. First you will check with this guy. Are you facing this issue just now only? Did you change anything? And then if only this guy is getting, you will check the neighbor guys, whoever is sitting, they that are okay, no issue for them. Then you will check, maybe this guy put wrong password, maybe this guy is not authorized to access this one. And when you check, maybe this guy having the issue, maybe his LAN card is broken, maybe his Wi-Fi card is broken, maybe he is having wrong password. But imagine if your user in this area, we have user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4, all users are complaining. Then you need to look the access point. Maybe the access point is broken, maybe the cable is having some issue, maybe this access point is unable to communicate with the WLC controller. So you will divide the trouble into the pieces. First, this guy, if this guy is having issue, the problem between this guy and the AP. But in this area, particular this area only, then this AP having the issue to connect to the WLC controller. So in that scenario, you will check this AP is connected to WLC controller or not. This AP and these guys are getting the IP from the DHCP server or not. Maybe DHCP server is having some issue. Maybe someone reload the DHCP server. That's why these guys are not getting the IP. Maybe this guy came early morning. They came to the morning to the office, and before starting their machine, someone reload the DHCP server. So these guys are not getting the IP address from the DHCP server, and that's why they are unable to communicate. Maybe this is also the scenario. So you need to check. Then you can check in the AP. Maybe AP is broken, or maybe AP is not connected to the WLC controller. Maybe AP is not getting the DHCP. We will check this all. Okay, we will check this all. After that, what we will do, we will check the AP. So if AP is faulty or if any issue, we can repair, we can fix this one. We can change the AP. Maybe AP is not connected with the WLC controller. Maybe cable is broken. All this one we are going to repair that one. And imagine third case, maybe all your organization, maybe all area, all different area, everyone is complaining same thing, not only in this particular area. Then maybe you have some issue with the controller, WLC controller, because this AP2 we can say, this is AP3. All guys are saying the same issue. All guys are saying we are having the same issue, we are unable to access. So in that scenario, you can check in the WLC controller. You can check everywhere. No one will say you why you are checking here and there. You can check, but you can reduce your load. You can reduce your load depending upon your questions, whatever you are asking with the user, whatever answer you are getting from the user. Depending upon that one, you can easily troubleshoot. If only one user issue, no need to check the WLC controller. No need to check the DHCP server. If only one user, you can check with the user and access point. If it is the issue between some user in that particular area, you can check the AP. Maybe AP is broken. Maybe AP is power off. Maybe AP is not working here. If you have the same issue in all the area, then maybe WLC issue. So this way we can rectify, we can modify, we can check how we can fix that issue. Maybe someone misconfigured that AP. Maybe AP is doing malfunctioning. Maybe AP is reloading. We can have many issues. So this way we can do the troubleshooting of the WLAN. So if you see here, this is one scenario. This is a client, okay, and he is connected to the AP. And when he is connected to AP, and he will get here WLC controller and AAA server is there. They will check this user is allowed or not. If what we will have, first this guy will send the request. It will connect to AP. From AP it will come to WLC controller. WLC controller will give this detail to AAA server. AAA server is going to check this guy is authorized or not. If it is authorized, then this WLC controller will give this signal to DHCP server. DHCP server give back to AP to this guy. Now this guy is having the AP, so he will make the tunnel, cap web tunnel with the WLC controller. Then WLC controller is going to give him configuration and everything. Whatever he can access, then he can access. The client is going to access. Okay, so this is the procedure. We can have the 802.1q authentication method, or we can use the port based or MAC based authentication depending upon the device. If you want to connect the printer, we can use the MAC based authentication. So this is a process. So first what we will do, this guy is not connecting to AP, maybe authentication is failed, maybe DHCP server is failed, maybe we will have the different scenario, maybe the cable is broken. Okay, so this is a scenario just to do the troubleshooting for the WLAN. Okay, WLAN. After that, if we see troubleshooting CLAN connectivity from the WLC controller. So in the WLC controller also we can check. Example, if one user is having issue like client connectivity, we can check the client connectivity from the WLC controller also. So we have this scenario. If you see this same scenario, this user is connected or not, we can monitor from the WLC controller also. We can go in the WLC controller and we can type this client MAC address, and we can check this client is connected to which access point, this client is connected or not, where it is connected. We can get all details. So with that one also we can do the troubleshooting. Most of the time what we are doing, monitoring the wireless network, will be spending in the wireless LAN controller GUI. Generally, whenever we want to monitor or manage the wireless network, we will log into GUI. Which GUI? Our WLC controller GUI. Let me show you. We learn already in the CCNA, this basic lab. We don't have that lab, but anyhow I will just give you overview. If you see here, you have the WLC controller. This is a WLC controller. So in that one, if you want to access this WLC controller, what we will do, we will type this WLC controller IP in the one computer, the browser. In the browser we can type this IP, so you can get the, what we can say, you can get the GUI of the WLC controller. Example, I am just writing one scenario. Imagine I have connected this switch to WLC controller. Okay, and I can connect my cable directly to this controller, or if I want to connect through the switch also, we can connect. We have any way we can connect directly, like this we can connect, or we can connect to the switch and we can access also from the switch. And this way we can have the DHCP server also. Imagine here what I will do, I will go to this configuration, and this is a management. Here I have the IP 192.168.1.1, and this is a subnet mask, so I will give the classful subnet mask, this one. And here default gateway, we don't have anything. Example, if I want to give 192.168.1.100, example I am saying that one. And here DNS we don't have. If you want to give 8.8.8, we give this one. So this IP as I assign, and all other value will be by default. Whatever I want to keep, I can keep. Or if you want to give this IP as 100 and this one as a 1, because maybe you will take router IP as a 1, so we can give. So we need to remember this is IP for the WLC controller. Okay, so let me write this here. I can write this is a IP for the WLC controller here. And here what I can do, I can connect this here like this way, I can connect this here this way, and you can give any IP here. Example 192.168.1.2. okay, 1.2 here I give, and I can assign this IP to DHCP server. So this is a scenario, and here I will give 1.1 here, and the gateway will be 1.1, and this is a DNS. Okay, DNS. And here if you go in the servers, we have the DHCP server, so we can on the DHCP server we can go here, and whatever you want to define, you can define. Example here 192.168.1.1, and this is the DNS. If I want to give 8.8.8.8, and here I can say start the IP from the 10.0 and give the maximum IP 255, or if you want to give maximum 100, we can give 100 and save. So this is a basic configuration for DHCP server. So we can do this way also. And imagine this IP we assign to this controller, so I can have any IP here. Example, I can define the IP here 1.3, so I will give this 1.3 to our LAN card, and here will be subnet mask, and the gateway I am giving this, and this will be anything we can write. For lab purpose I'm using 8.8.8, and this is my machine IP. So now I can go here in the browser and I can type this IP to access the WLC controller. Example, if I want to access 192.168.1.100, I can write here, I can type this. Okay, so it will take time. First time it will take time, or we need to do fast forward if we don't want to wait, but in real scenario also we need to wait some time. Then we will have like this scenario, we can access the WLC controller. So same thing what I am saying here I am saying that one, most of our time managing, monitoring a wireless network we will spend in the wireless LAN controller GUI. That is nothing but this one. This is not configure, this is a brand new. So first we need to configure. Example, if I want to configure, I will do here admin, this is the username and this is a password. I will confirm again password. I am writing admin, everything I am writing as a admin. Okay, this password is asking something different, so I will write capital A B C @12345, and here I will write, you can write any password, capital A B C @12345, and then we can say start. Okay, when we do this one, you will have the setup. You can define whatever system name we want to enter. So I will write here WLC. Okay, and country we can select which country, but here they will not allow in packet tracer. So whatever is coming we will select by default. And management IP, if we want to give any management IP, so I will give the same IP which we used to manage the controller. What is the controller IP? I will give 1.100, and this is a subnet mask, so I will write 255.255.255.0. default gateway I can give 192.168.1.1, and then management VLAN if you want to give, or if no need, just press next. And here what SSID, like I want to create SSID, I can give here test, or we can write anything, whatever SSID name you want to give. Example, we need to give as a test, and whatever the username password we want to give, we can give WAP2. I am using username, same thing I am giving capital A B C @12345. Okay, and here also I am giving capital A B C @12345. Okay, and then I will press next, and I will take by default whatever default value. Okay, and then what we can say here, this is our detail. We have all detail, like this is a management IP, and this is the subnet mask, this is a gateway, country, username, password, this is a system name. Here we are doing virtually, so everything will not be perfect, but in the real scenario you will have everything as per your name, everything you can set, the time, country, everything, and we will apply. When we will say okay, it is going to reload, reboot. When we will say apply, it will reload. WLC controller is going to restart, but we need to remember whatever username and password we give. Okay, so now we can go here and we can say here, now we will have the HTTPS and the same IP, and we will press the enter. Before without S, now we need to put with S after doing the configuration. So now we need to write the login admin, and here also admin, and press enter. So when we press enter, after some time we will have the dashboard here. If you see, this is a dashboard of WLC controller. So most of the time we will, if you are monitoring the wireless network, we are going to spend the time here. Okay, most of the time we will have this window open in our system. You will have long LCD display, LED display, you will have big display. In that one we can monitor also, or we can access from our laptop also. If you are working in the NOC, Network Operation Center, NOC NOC, then you will have big display, you will have the alarms, everything will be displaying in that one. You can monitor, if anything go wrong you can check, you can call the NOC team and you can ask. So this is the WLC controller, the one which we are discussing. So most of the time we will monitor that one. A wireless client, we can check that wireless client is connected or not, and how many client is connected, what is the MAC address of that client, we can check, we can monitor, and we can check that one. So in the real scenario we will have like this, similar, same like this only. If you see this way, if we go here, this is a monitoring tab. If you see in this one which I put the monitoring network summary I selected. So if you see network summary, this is the summary. Okay, this one we will see when we click, this is only the summary. If I go WLAN, we will have the WLAN. This is very slow. If you see, after pressing long time, we have this one. So if you see, I have this one, the Wi-Fi test by the name test, and we are using PSK. This is a WPA2 authentication. So we have this password. Okay, and if you want to check the monitoring, we will go in the monitor tab and the summary to check the summary of that one, and we will get here how many AP is connected. If you see, 0 AP is connected, nothing is connected here because we did not bring any AP here. If you see here, we did not bring any AP here. If you want AP, we need to go here in the devices access point, and here we need to select the lightweight access point. If you see, this is a lightweight access point. If you take other one, it will not work. With the controller, if you want to work, well, we need to take the lightweight access point. So this is the access point I taken, but if you see, this color is red. But in the real scenario, most of the access point is going to work on the power over Ethernet. When you connect the Ethernet cable, automatically it is going to start. But in the packet tracer, we need to connect with the manually, we need to connect from the power adapter. So we can take this power adapter and we can connect like this. And after that we can wait. So this AP started. Now it is going to boot. After booting, he is going to form the cap web tunnel. After that, he is going to connect to the WLC controller. Then WLC controller is going to send the image, and then he is going to send the configuration. And depending upon that one, this is the AP is going to give the signal to our wireless device. If I go to the wireless device here, we have a smartphone or any device here. Let me check here. This is a smartphone. So this is smartphone. We need to put the authentication here, same authentication. Where I can go, this is a wireless 0. So here I need to put the web, which one we are using. If you remember, we are using WPA. I think this one, or maybe this one we are using. Password we wrote ABC, capital ABC @12345. Okay, this is a password, and I think this one or WPA2 or something we are using. Anyhow, let me open again what we have here. This is a wireless, and if you see, key should contain hexadecimal. So which one? I think we are using this one, maybe. Yeah, let me write here. We have the key A, capital ABC @12345. Okay, this is the we are using. Okay, so maybe when the access point is working, this device will connect to access point because we have the same authentication password. If you see password, we put capital ABC @123 and WPA2 PSK, because I remember we configured this one. If we want, we can check also. If we go here in the WLAN, we can check here what we give to that access point. If you see, we use here this one. Okay, this is a test name. So we need to write this name only, test name, so they can connect. So this is a device. Here SSID will be test. So I will write SSID will be test here. Okay. Now maybe this device is going to connect to this. Yeah, it is connected to this access point. When it is connected to access point, we can check here also in the WLC controller also how many what we can say client is connected. If I go in the monitoring, we can check here. If you see, this is a access point. If you see here, let me show you this one. If you see here, how many all access point is one access point. Only one access point we have, and it is up. If you have anything down, it will show down. And if you see, this is a client, the current client. How many client we have? Only one. This is connected. If you want to get the detail, you can get detail, but here this feature is not supported in the packet tracer. In the real scenario, you can check also which client is connected or not here by clicking this one. So if the client, if you have the MAC address of the client, they are saying I am unable to connect, you can check here also that device is connected or not. Okay, and if you want to get the detail of the AP, we can click this detail, you will have. But here in the packet tracer, it will not have all the feature, but in real scenario, you will have all the feature. Example, this is the IP. Okay, 192.168.1.10. This is the IP you have, and this is a lightweight access point. This access point gets this IP address, and this is a model of the access point. This is a MAC address of the access point, and from what time it is up. If you see 3 minutes 4 seconds, and it is enabled and it is in the operation mode, and you have some more parameter, what is the speed, all that. This is a flex connection, software version, all detail you will have. From here you can restart that one, you can reboot, and you can remove whatever we can do from WLC controller. So why we do this lab? Just to explain this topic. We don't have lab in our syllabus, but to explain you, like if any client is saying the issue, if any client is getting the connectivity issue, what we can do, we can log into the WLC GUI, and also with the help of MAC address of that client, we can check that client is connected or not. Just now, like we check here, here this is the, where is the client? This is the client, current client, but here we cannot see this detail. In the real scenario we will have that detail, so we can check the detail this way, and from how much time it is connected, what they are using, which device they are using. And also here is a search option. If maybe in the real scenario you will have 1000 devices are connected, maybe 1000 devices you can see in your WLC controller. So how you can differentiate? You cannot write next page, next page, next page and search, right? It will be very difficult. So what you will do, you will put the MAC address of the client and you will search in the advanced search, and then you will have the detail, which operating system he is using, it is connected or not, from what time it is connected, everything we can check. Example, this is the device. With the help of MAC address we check, we have the MAC address, and we check which operating system he is using, it is connected to which AP, nearest AP, device name, what is the device name of this one, what is the signal he is getting, and whatever connectivity, the capability, and they are using a connection score is how much, 90% signal is good. And we can check here like whatever he is trying to access, top application, whatever he is using, everything we can monitor like this way if we have the issue. Okay, so if the signal is less, we can say he is getting the low signal. We can compare with the other guys also. If everyone is getting, then we will have the issue with the AP, or maybe these devices are not connecting to that AP, they are connecting to other AP. Maybe in that area we don't have the AP, that's why we have the low signal. Connection score is 20%, we have the low. So how we can overcome this one? By installing the new AP to that place. If this device is connecting here and we don't have AP, we will install new AP here, and that will be connected to the switch, so this guy will get the good signal. Okay, so this way we can, what we can say, we can track, we can test from the WLC controller, and we can monitor the devices. And if you have the connectivity problem at the AP, if we are facing the issue with AP also, we can go to the WLC controller, we can select the AP, and all the detail we will get for the AP. Before we are getting the detail for which one? Detail for the client, that is a maybe it's a PC, laptop or mobile phone, but now this detail we can get for the AP also. If you click here in this place for the AP, you will get the all detail about the AP. So here we can get the detail about the AP, and we can check this AP is connected or not, this AP is getting the IP from the DSCP or not, whatever signal he is receiving, whatever signal he is giving, everything we can monitor in the WLC controller, and we can check if AP is having faulty or what issue we have with the AP, we can trace with the help of WLC controller. So this is a troubleshooting technique for the wireless LAN controller. Okay, so with this one we finish the wireless topic. We have some small topic for wireless also, like security, so we will record that in next video.